Hi everyone, Anya here. In today's class, we're going to be working on mobility, strength, and elasticity in the legs. There are going to be some poses and movements that may not be easily accessible for you, so please modify accordingly. Play safe and just modify it as much as feels comfortable. Okay, we don't need any props, we just need to unroll the mat and let's get started. So we're going to start in the back of the mat. We're going to tuck the toes under. And we're gonna sit down on our heels. We're gonna shift the heels back and we're gonna make sure that our glutes are also engaging back. Hands can go on the thighs or on the hips, whatever feels comfortable. Lift your torso upright. Let's take an inhale through the nose, all the way to your chest, to your diaphragm. Hold. Then open your mouth, exhale everything out. Now with the next inhale, you're gonna lean your torso forward. Try to keep the chin in. Try to keep the hips and the heels shifting back. And then from there, on the exhale, move backwards as you're tucking your tailbone under. And again, inhale forward. Exhale backwards. Inhale forward. Exhale backwards, tuck the tailbone under, engage your quads. Try to lean the shoulders as far back as you can. I know it's not the most pleasant pose. Lean forward, and this time bring your hands down to the floor, walk forward to table, flip the toes, tap them a few times against the mats to kind of release the tension in the ankles. And let's lift the right knee off the floor, straighten the right leg. Inhale in here. On the exhale, we're gonna slide the right leg all the way back, getting into like a single pigeon variation, shifting the weight more towards the right hip. Lengthen your chest forward, nice big inhale here. Stay on the exhale. Try to flex the right foot as much as you can. And then with the inhale, lift the right leg, bend the right knee, circle the ankle, and then circle the foot all the way around so you can step that foot to the right edge of the mat facing sideways. From here, we're going to shift the weight to the right hip, then to the left one, to the right one, and to the left, and one more to the right, and to the left. Come up to neutral, and then slide or tippy-toe the right foot forward. Now try to keep the foot ahead of the knee, and then gently shift the hips forward. Try to not collapse in the hips, so the hips are still engaging up and forward. And then as you're moving your hips back, flex the right foot. Try to not straighten the leg. We want to warm up the hamstrings, so keep the right knee still bent. And again, forward. And back. And forward. And back. Now as we're moving forward, we're going to slide the right foot a little bit more to the side. See if we can flex the foot and straighten and circle that right leg all the way around. Tuck your left toes under. Bring the right foot all the way across to the left. And again, slide to that single pigeon. See if we can bring more weight to that right hip in here now. Trying to find stretch in the right side of the torso. Full inhale and exhale in here. And then inhale, lift the right leg. Again, we're going to bend the right knee, circle the ankle, circle the foot all the way around. This time, step the foot flat facing forward, straighten this right leg, and then make sure that the left toes are tucked under. Let's walk the hands a few inches back as we're shifting the hips back. Lift the left knee off the floor and see if we can roll the left knee open, getting a little bit deeper into the hip flexor. Stay here for one deep inhale and exhale. Let's bring your left knee in, lower down to the floor, shift forward, slide the right foot again forward outside of the right hand. From here, left hand stays on the floor, right arm's reaching all the way up and open. Bring the right arm all the way behind your back. Nice big inhale in here, again, hips forward. And as the hips are moving back, we're gonna flex the foot. See if your hamstring is ready for straightening the right leg. If not, keep the knee bent. And then also roll the right rib cage up. So feel like your frontal ribs, the top right rib, wanna roll up. Come back to center, bend your knee, lean forward. Again, don't collapsing the hips. And again, flex the right foot, open your chest. Bend your right knee, lean forward. And then shift it back, open your chest. From here, right arm is reaching all the way up and forward. Bring the hand down to the floor, bend your right knee, slide the foot to the side. And again, try to straighten the right leg, circle it all the way around. Keep the left toe stacked under this time. Final one. Bring the right thigh on top of the left heel. So this is kind of feeling like you have a tennis ball pressing that right towards that right quad. Bend the right knee, flex the right foot, lean your chest forward. Nice, good, deep myofascial release in the quad here. And then slowly come up. Right ankle circles, right foot circles, and this time right foot goes all the way open with the toes pointing up, so flexioning the foot. Now, come up on the fingertips and walk your hands back again. Left toe stacked under, lift the left knee off the floor and spin it to the side. Now, as the left knee is spinning to the left foot is moving to the right. Take an inhale in here, slide the right foot a little bit more to the right and walk your hands towards that right foot. Let's stay here for 1, 2, and 3. Come back to center. Slide the right foot forward, adjust so the foot is pretty much aligned with your hands. Readjust your back knee. Toes are either tucked under or flat. Really depends on you at this point. Now we're gonna just come up all the way up. Make sure that the front foot is extended and the left leg maybe even straight if it feels comfortable. Lift the torso up, hands interlace, bring them behind your head. Inhale, inhale, lengthen your torso up. Now on the exhale, flex your right foot, twist to the right and see if your left elbow can tap towards the either shin or the toes. Inhale, lift, point your toes. Exhale, other side, right elbow, right toes. Inhale, point your toes, lift the chest up, 2 more on each side. Flex the foot, twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come up. One of probably the most difficult stretches for the hamstrings. Flex the foot, twist. Last one. Inhale, come up, point your toes. Exhale, flex. Inhale, come up, lift the chest up. Hands down to the floor. Bend your right knee. Slide the foot to the side. Tuck your back toes under. And then this time that the right knee hooks behind the left one. Open your feet apart, lift your knees off the floor, cross leg down facing dog. Let's take a big inhale here in down dog. Open your mouth, exhale. And then from here, bend your knees. Bring them down to the floor. Uncross your legs and find child's pose. Let's take an inhale in child's pose. From child's pose, we're gonna come up all the way again to seated. So we're sitting on the heels, push the heels back, hands on the thighs. And again, inhale, lift the chest up. Stay here on the exhale. With the inhale, torso forward again. Push the hips back, heels back. Exhale, backwards. Tuck your tailbone under, engage your quads. Inhale, forward. Exhale, backwards. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, backwards. And then this time, inhale forward so you can walk the hands forward to table position. Tap the toes again. And then from here, let's extend the left leg, flex the left foot, and slide it to single pigeon. Let's take a nice big inhale and exhale in here. With the inhale, let's lift the left leg, bend the left knee, circle the ankle, and then slowly circle the leg around, stepping the foot to the edge of the mat. Again, we're gonna shift to the left, right, left, right. One more time, left and right. We're gonna slide the foot all the way outside of the left hand. And we're gonna lean forward. Just remember, again, don't collapse in the hips, keep the hips engaged forward. And then as the hips are moving back, still hips engage up as you're flexing your left foot. And again, forward. And flex the foot as you're shifting back. One more time, forward. And back. From here, bring the left foot flat. Slide it to the side. Try to straighten the leg, circle all the way around, bring the foot across, come up to cross-legged single pigeon. Nice big inhale and exhale in here. Again, remember the way is not moving to the right, is moving in between both hips and a little bit more shift to the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the left knee, circle the ankle, circle the foot, step the foot sideway on the floor, straighten the leg. Make sure that your right toes are tucked under. And then before you actually lifting your right knee, slide the hands closer towards the back leg, because it makes it obviously easier as we're shifting the hips back. Move the hips back, lift the right knee, open to the side. Let's take a huge inhale all the way to your diaphragm. Open your mouth, exhale. From here, right knee moves in. Bring it down to the floor, shift your hips forward and slide the left leg forward. Now right hand stays on the floor, left arm is reaching all the way up and open, bringing that hand all the way behind your back. From here, shift forward, flex the foot, rotate your torso up. And again, forward, shift back, flex the foot. Again, you're spinning not from the shoulder, but from the rib cage. So feel like the left rib wants to spin all the way up towards the ceiling. And again, one more time, forward, flex the left foot, try to rotate the torso, look up towards the ceiling, and then bend the knee. We're gonna do the same thing with the other hand. Left hand lands on the floor, right arm's reaching all the way up and open. Bring the hand behind you, and again, flex the foot, rotate the right rib cage up, bend your knee, look down, and as you're flexing and extending, you're also rotating your torso. And again, and shift that open. Nice deep flexion here. And then slowly right hand circles all the way down to the floor. We're gonna slide the left foot to the side. Again, circle the left leg all the way across. Now, from here, we're gonna bring that left thigh on the top of the right heel. Bend the left knee. Engage it. Again, remember again, that left hip is taking a little bit more weight to kind of engage the way in between the both hips. Come up all the way up, circle the ankle, circle the foot, and this time the foot goes sideways on the floor with the flexion. Now, before we go with the hands to the side, we're gonna slide the hands back, adjusting the right knee open, spinning the right foot a little more to the left. Then let's walk the hands towards the left foot. If you have more opening in your hip, you can slide that foot even more back towards the left. Nice big inhale in here, nice slow exhale. And let's come back with the hands to the top of the mat. Adjust your right knee and step the left foot outside of the left hand. Let's bend the left knee for a second. Shift the hips back, keep the left toes pointed. Come up all the way up. Now, hands are reaching up and behind your back, behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest up. So this is the tucking of the tailbone under that we're doing in between a seated position of on the heels. Now from here, we're gonna flex the foot. We're gonna lean the torso forward, and we're gonna try to tap the elbow towards the toes or maybe shin. Lift the chest up, point your toes. Exhale, flex the foot. Come to the left. Point your toes, lift the chest up. Flex the foot, lean your elbow forward. Doesn't need to go to the toes, it's not easy. Inhale, lift the chest up. It's probably one of the most difficult, as I said, stretches for my hamstrings. And then left side. Inhale, come up, lift the chest up. Let's do one more. And then right elbow towards the right shin, lift the chest up. And then left side. Inhale, lift the chest up, point your toes, hands down to the floor. We bend the left knee, tippy-toe the foot to the side, circle the leg all the way around, cross the left knee behind the right one, open your feet wider, lift the knees up, cross leg down facing dog. Let's take an inhale, in down dog. Open your mouth, exhale. Slowly from here, we're gonna lower the knees down to the floor. We're gonna open your feet a little bit wider, and we're gonna try to walk the hands towards the hips, coming up to like a standing almost Ustrasana. It's not the most comfortable position, and it's probably not the most grounding, but what we're looking for is to actually engaging the hips forward. So it's gonna give you pretty nice stretch in the hip flexors. Lift the chest up. Nice big inhale in here. On the exhale, push the hips back. Hands go down to the floor. Tuck your toes under. Come back to down facing dog. Let's take an inhale, in down dog. Now let's keep the right foot pressing down to the floor, but bend your right knee. Lift the left knee and bring it on top of the right calf. Now use the left knee pressing against the calf to sink your right knee towards the mat. Inhale, engage the calf, push the hips back, straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, and then step the left foot all the way outside of the left hand. From here, our hands are gonna come on the fingertips, and we're gonna try to spin the left foot out to the side, so press to the edge of the foot. Take a big inhale in here, shift the hips forward, and then this time I want you to purposely ground your hips. So see how low we can go with the hips. Inhale, shift the hips back, try to straighten the leg, still on the edge of the foot. 2 more times, shift the hips forward. Try to sink your hips as low as you can. If you see, you can find a little bit of upward dog here on the right side. And then shift the hips back. Good, and then from here, try to sink your hips down. Now, right hand goes flat on the floor. Left hand is gonna go onto the left knee. We're gonna lift the right knee off the floor just to spin the right foot to the outside edge, and we're gonna try to sink towards that right hip. As we're sitting towards the right hip, we're gonna slide the left foot right in front of the right hip or right thigh. Now, this one is a little bit tricky. It's called coiling dragon. So we're gonna go a little bit slower to it. Right hand either is underneath the shoulder if your arms are shorter. If your arms are as long as mine, I highly recommend to bring that hand ahead of the shoulder so you're not collapsing into your shoulder, obviously. Now, make sure that your hips are engaged, so you're squeezing your hips together. You're kind of locking them in, almost like you're going into like a single side plank. From here, left hand stays on the knee, lift the right hip, lift the right leg, coil that right knee in towards the left one, hug your knees together, then extend the right leg, flex the foot, release the foot down. That's a tricky one. And then from here, both hands go down to the top of the mat, adjust, lift, spin around. You're gonna lift the left leg, you're gonna circle to the left ankle behind the right one. Take an inhale in here, exhale. We're gonna lower the knees down to the floor. Open your feet a little bit wider. Walk your hands back to your hips. Again, find your way to standing Ustrasana. Try to figure out the name for this pose. Lift the chest up, inhale, cross leg, I guess Ustrasana would be okay. Bend your knees, shift the hips back, hands down to the floor. Tuck your toes under. Again, we're gonna come up to cross leg down facing dog. This time, let's keep the left foot on the floor. Lift the right leg and bring that right knee on top of the left calf. We're gonna press that left calf, the left shin, the left knee down towards the floor. Lift it up, straighten the left leg, and then step the right foot forward. Now, come up on the fingertips, spin the right foot to the outside edge. Make sure the foot is ahead of the knee. So it is not the most pleasant stretch, but it actually affects your ligaments and affects in a good way. So let's try it. Take an inhale in here. Try to bend the right knee and sink your hips. See how far I can go without getting too painful. Inhale, shift the hips back, straighten the leg. I think straightening the leg with the edge, being on the edge of the foot, is the most painful here. Bending the knee and sinking the hips down feels pretty comfortable or pleasantly painful. And let's do one more time. Straighten both legs. Now bend your right knee, sink to the edge of the foot, and then slowly from here we're gonna try to bring that left hand flat on the floor, and we're gonna spin to the edge of the foot. We're gonna try to sink into that left hip, slide the right foot, adjust the right foot in front of the left thigh. So again, make sure that the left hand is ahead of the shoulder. You don't want to collapse into it. You don't want to put pressure on that shoulder. The pressure is mainly in the hand, obviously in the hips and in the glutes and in the standing foot, which is the right leg. So let's bring the right hand on the right knee. Hug your hips together, so lots of engagement in those two legs. Flex the left foot, that makes it a little bit easier. And then from here, lift the left hips, hug it in. Lift the left foot, bend the knee, hug it in, squeeze it in. Then extend the leg, flex the foot, release the foot down. Sink into the left hip, hands down to the top of the mat. Adjust yourself so you can bring the right foot behind the left one and cross leg down facing dog. Inhale in here. Exhale one more time. We're gonna go with those knees down to the floor. Open those feet a little bit wider. And again, try to walk your hands to your hips. Come into this cross-legged Ustrasana. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Let's tuck the toes under. Lift the knees up. Find your way to down facing dog. So in cross-legged down facing dog, let's take a big inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale. Open wide leg down facing dog. Let's take a big inhale in here. Swing the hips from side to side. Good. Now slowly from here, guys, we're gonna lift the right leg. And we're gonna press the right knee against the left calf. Now try to sink your left heel down. So that's gonna give you deep stretch into the left shin, the left calf, the left ankle. And then from there, start lifting the left heel and bring that left knee and shin towards the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up, lift the leg up. And you're gonna step the right foot forward. I'm gonna go this way so you can see better what we're gonna do. The feet are not as wide as they were in that nice deep ligament stretch that we did in previous sequence. We actually want to have those feet a little bit closer towards each other because we're going to roll all the way around to the edge of the feet. So spin to the right. And make sure that the feet are really actively engaged, so there's flexion in those feet. Hands can stay on the floor. This is the modification, like an easy modification of not the easiest transition. We're gonna start bending your knees. Now guys, it's very essential to remember, knees are moving forward, hips are moving back. So it's not the entire way moving forward. Knees forward, hips back. So the way is always gonna be moving back to the hips. Find your way to Siddha Gomukhasana, lift the chest up. Nice big inhale, in your nice slow exhale. And then from there, we're gonna try to come up. So either hands are staying on the floor. Feel the rebouncing motion by pressing the fingers against the floor. Engage the quads, engage the feet. Lots of flexion, lots of compact squeezing here. Knees are rolling forward again. Hips are back. We're gonna try to come up. And then from here, we're gonna roll to the top of the mat. Step the feet all the way apart to a wide down dog. Swing the hips from side to side. Nice big inhale in here. Now we're gonna go to the other side. So from here, we're gonna lift the left leg, bring the left knee against the right calf, and we're gonna try to sink that knee down to the floor. Lift the knee up, rebound, step the left foot forward. So I'm gonna spin around again. Again, find a gap, smaller gap between the legs, the gap that feels safer, more comfortable, more stable, more grounding. Press the edges of your feet. Maybe that's as far as you're gonna go. Maybe that's as far as you wanna stay. Or start bending your knees forward, sink your hips back. It's very essential to find that momentum and that understanding that as the knees are moving forward, the hips have to move back. So the weight is redistributed evenly between both as you're moving to Gomukhasana. Nice big inhale and exhale in here. And then from here, we're going to try to rebalance. Come up all the way up. Spin around. Find your way to down facing dog. Now from down dog, let's flip the toes. Lower your shins and knees down to the floor. And find your way to seated. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Practice patiently and see all is coming. Thank you again. See you guys soon on the mat. Namaste.